my cameras for me. Okay, so 3 is nodding. Good, good. Are we live? Actually, it kind of looks like we're live. I guess we ought to do something up here. Hello, type something in, babe. Hello, hello, hello to everybody. What'd you say?
You gotta click on it.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. All right. Check, 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 check. Oh dear. Oh, it's just going to keep going. All right. We're going to call that good. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Phil. Mortis005. Neil Morgan's on here. Randy Wendell. I think I sent Randy some posters. I think I sent Nay some posters too. Red Mist. Gregory's on here. Hey, Nay, remember I Gregory's on here. Oh. Hey, Nay, remember I Gregory's on here. Oh. Hey, Nay, remember I Gregory's on here. You need to get in this. Okay. Yeah, that's what I do.
Clicker.
Yep, I'm the clicker. See, Nay, I sent your posters in the box to Charlie. So some of those posters are for you, and they're clearly in a separate envelope within the box.
Okay.
So this has your name on it.
Should I bring her over here?
And then, if you want to.
She's quite fussed.
Okay. Do you give her some milky?
Yes, she has milk.
Okay. Yeah, no, go ahead and bring her over. I'm sure everybody would like to see her. We will go officially live very shortly, boys and girls. In a little less than 2 minutes, Mama is going to get baby June, who is really fuzzed up right now. And so I sent off a t-shirt this week. We're going to do another t-shirt giveaway next week. Next Thursday. So we sent a t-shirt off today to Derek Bitus. Is he on here? Don't see him on so far. Oog is on here. Hello, hello, hello. Daniel is on here. Thank you so much for joining from Sweden. My polar bear swallowed a penguin. I'm not sure you're translating that correctly, sir. Red Mist. DW Low is on here. So we sent off a t-shirt. Now we're going to give away a t-shirt next Thursday. And we are now down to the lovely pink and lovely black. And the ones that we're giving away are only in 2XL. So I apologize if that doesn't work for you. You can always hang it on your wall or do something like that. But anyway, we have this black t-shirt and this pink t-shirt. We're going to try and give these away next Thursday on a drawing. One of these we will give away. One will be given away next Thursday night during our live video. So I hope you guys could join us to get entered into the drawing. Dang it, I shouldn't have been going over all this. Well, officially we went live. So officially we're past the 10 o'clock, so we can go on to it now. So to get entered into the drawing to win one of these shirts, we're going to reveal a secret word at some point during the video today. And then all you have to do is come back to this video after it posts and enter a comment on this video that includes the secret word. So I don't know. Nay, what do you think the secret word should be today?
Oh, that's a hard one.
I got an idea. I got an idea for one. I got one as she enters. Oh, I love that hair. That's called style. That is called style right there. Yes. What you doing over here? She brought her cracker along. She's got crackers bigger than she is. Oh, she's trying to share with you. Here, Mama, take a bite of my cracker. Well, Max is sleeping, so oh, he's not. Well, hopefully he will be soon. Well, if he learns that he can come over here just by crying a little bit.
It was not just a little cry.
I know she was pretty fuzzed up. Oh, she's gonna do the switcher today.
I think so.
She's gonna handle them buttons. Anyway, we'll reveal a secret word later today. I guess we could do the secret word now. We could go ahead and just do the secret word now. Do it really early in the video.
Yeah. What do you want it to be?
I'm thinking June.
I was thinking June as well.
I'm thinking June. We're going to go with June. 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 If you'd like to be entered into the drawing for a chance to win one of those two shirts, then that's what you're going to want to enter after this video posts. Don't do it now in like an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. After the video posts, then you'll come back to it, enter a comment that includes the word June. June. All right. Nay, are you watching this on YouTube or are you trying to use the other camera?
I've got you on Facebook Messenger, but I got YouTube open and muted.
Super.
Should I close it?
No. So I just wanted to make sure that you could actually see us on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you all a lovely picture of Miss Nay here. Nay, are you ready? Here comes everybody. Wave to everybody. So here is our guest today, Nay. Look at her waving there. She's happy, smiling. She has no idea the horrible destruction that is about to befall her. The horrible destruction. It's going to be so bad. The tomb. We're going into the tomb. Now, the scenario that we're playing today comes out of the Tomb of the Serpent book, and it's called The Serpent's Tomb.
Wow.
You know, once you get a theme, you stick with it. So you can turn to page 38 and sing along. We've already drawn cards. We're starting turn number 1. Nay, who do you want to activate first?
I think I'll throw Conan in there.
All right. So you could run all the way to the trap, which is an 8-inch move. So technically, it is a run. Or you could just move 6, whatever you want to do.
Well, we might as well move up to the first trap, get it going.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I ought to go ahead and just throw a bad luck on you. One. When you activate camera 1, throw a bad luck as soon as you activate Conan, so that you discard one of your cards at random. You have 3 cards lying there. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Your distraction is gone. So
Good.
Your distraction, of the cards you had, that was the one that was least useful for sure.
Yep.
All right. So Conan activates and he moves up to the trap. Now remember, boys and girls, this is a perilous area. So you cannot touch a perilous area and move over 6 inches in the same turn. So she cannot even enter the perilous area on a run. You could if it was a difficult area, but it's not a difficult area. It is a perilous area. All right, who do you want to activate next?
What is it?
Monsters will start appearing, boys and girls, on turn 3. Turn 3 is when monsters start appearing.
Freaky?
Right. It's a free T. Move up there next to Conan.
Yep. Then Philo, and then the guards.
Okay. The torchbearer, little level 1. And then the guards are all three level 2. Now, somebody asked me recently, how do you design characters for a fantasy game? And really, it's nothing more than just designing the characters the way that you want them to be. So, for example, I just went into the core characters deck, and I pulled out 4 character cards to represent the characters that we're playing today. So here is the Conan character that we're using today. You'll notice in this version of him, he is level 4, not an epic character. He doesn't have any shoot skill, and his 3 skills are combat sense, indomitable, and two-fisted. So that is just a normal character. So you create the character the way you want him to be. Now we are using the optional weapon rules today, so he will have a sword as well. Zafriti is the sidekick, so this is created as a normal league. You'll notice she does have a shoot skill, but not particularly high, and there's nothing wrong with that. So she has the plan and agile ability there. Now the soldiers, the 3 Shemite mercenaries that are with them, or have no shoot skill. They could have shoot skill, but in this version, I decided not to give them. They've got 3 dice in brawl and dodge, and no shoot. And then Philo, the torchbearer, is a little level 1 character. He is sly, so that gives him 2 dice in finesse and dodge, but he is not a brawler. He does not want to have anything to do with hand-to-hand fighting. And he's one of the few characters that actually has a shoot skill as well, with 1 dice. All right, boys and girls. The monsters are the straight monsters out of the dungeon. So they are already designed for me. And we will be drawing those randomly. The monsters will be appearing. And I got all of the baddies on top of the deck, so I know I'm going to get the big meaty ones first.
What? Go figure.
Typical.
Right?
You're on my side, aren't you? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely on Daddy's side. All right. That will end turn number 1. We're starting turn number 2. Now, the first plot point, which is off in this corner over here, will have to be completed by turn 6. This is plot point number 1. This plot point has to be completed before the end of turn 6, or the dungeon basically fills with poisonous gas and the scenario automatically ends. If she can complete this first plot point before the end of turn 6, then she basically gets 6 more turns, which is not very much to complete the rest of the dungeon. All right. As we start turn number 2, we're going to draw some cards. You drew another trip up. Doggone it. I wish I'd have got that. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That I must have drawn that one. And I drew a clear shot. Doggone it. I didn't want a clear shot. I didn't want no clear shot.
That's what happens when you stack the deck.
Oh, I stacked it wrong. I stacked it wrong. All right. So as we start turn numero 2, who's going to go into this first trap here? Who's going to try this first trap?
I think Conan is.
Okay. All right. So as he moves in there, the floor starts to shift under his feet. And he's going to have to try to avoid the peril. And the peril is 2 with cunning or might. 2 successes with cunning or might. And I think he's going to go with his might skill
Yes.
here. And he has 4 die 10. And he's going to have to get 2 successes here, boys and girls. So what he's doing here is the floor gives way underneath him, and he spreads out wide, and he's holding himself up by his legs and his feet as he tries to cross over the pit that is below him. And this is a test of his might to try and get over the floor tipped out from underneath him here. He needs 2 successes to get this. Let's see if we can do it. I don't think so. I don't think there's any possible way he's going to make this one.
What'd you say these guys?
And he got it. Doggone it. So what that also means is as he gets to the other side here, he can continue his movement. So he could finish out his full 6-inch move. That was basically 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And get around the corner if you want to, Nay. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay. So he can get around the corner. And as he gets to this little statue here in the corner, as he gets up to that statue, he sees a lever that he can pull, and it shuts off this trap and causes the floor to close again. And now everyone else can move through there safely. That's a special rule for this scenario, boys and girls. Don't be confused by that. It's written into the scenario that if one of the characters passes a perilous area in this, then it shuts off the trap and it's no longer perilous. So the rest of the characters could just run on through there if they want to. What do you think you want to do? Do you want to have everybody else to move ahead of Conan, or are they going to stay behind him? What are you going to do here?
This is only what, turn 2?
This is turn 2. Monsters
So
will start
turn
appearing
3 is when the baddies show
next
up,
turn.
right?
You are correct. And they come in at
Okay.
the start of the turn.
And where do they come out at?
They come out, they must deploy within 3 inches of the lowest plot point that's on the table. So it will show up within 3 inches of plot point number 1 is the
Okay.
lowest plot point right now. So it will show up basically at the end of this hallway.
Okay. Bring in all of them up behind Conan. Is
Okay.
there enough room for one of the guards to get in front of him?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, one of the guards could could be like about 6 inches in front of him. I mean, you could just take off running now if you wanted to. I think you see something shiny down there. How far in front of Conan do you want to be?
Yeah, that's good. Like a couple of inches.
Okay, so I'll call that 2. So you are 2 inches in front of Conani. And then Zafriti is right behind him, right behind Conan. Philo is right behind Conan. And the other 2 guards are bringing up the rear. All right, so there they are, all clumped at the corner. And that ends the turn. So at the start of turn number 3, we don't have anything else to do there. We're now starting turn number 3. At the start of turn number 3, Bessie is going to reach into the deck of doom and she's going to pull out a level 4 risen mummy lord for me. All right, Bessie. Make sure you get me a risen mummy lord. That's the one right there.
Risen warrior.
Dang it, not the risen warrior. All right. That's a piddly little level 2 monster. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I needed something bigger than that.
Oh no,
All right,
no, you didn't.
so I
This one's good.
I gotta
I think
put
it's great.
a little level 2 risen warrior out there. It is reanimated and it is fierce. Oh, it actually has a shoot skill too. Ah, doggone it. I think what I'm going to do.
Did we draw cards for this?
Okay, yeah, let's draw cards. You drew a bad feeling. That's not bad. Nice to have a bad feeling. And I drew a misfortune. Oh yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need right there. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my little skeleton warrior up. I'm going to set my little skeleton warrior up, and I'm going to put him around the corner. I'm going to put him lurking. So I'm going to set him back here on this side in the hallway. You hear a growling. You hear something shuffling around the corner of the hallway there. All right. So I have placed my dungeon dweller. You are starting turn number 3. Turn number 3 is starting. So you have a trap in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is anybody within 6 inches of it? Yes. Conan is within 6. Zafriti is within 6. The other guards are not. Oh, Philo, Zafriti, Conan, and one guard are within 6 inches of my next trap. So they
Okay.
could reach it and try to disarm it this turn if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's move Conan up there because he's about the only one that would be able to do the
Okay.
2 successes.
Okay. All right. All right. So that card's gone. Conan, you are within 6 inches of my trap. So you will move up and you will touch my trap. And as soon as you do, let's see, he's got about another inch or so of movement. That's where the trap will go off. And we draw the peril, and it is 2 with might or finesse. 2 with might or finesse. And again, he will rely on his might because that's the sort of Conan we've got. So he's going to have to roll 2 successes with. So I think this is something that might be shooting up out of the floor, some sort of spikes coming up out of the floor, out of the wall. Needs 2 successes. And he got it just barely. Doggone it. Almost got him there. All right. Now that shuts off my trap. So the trap is no longer trapping. And it means that you can continue your move and get another inch or so of movement. And that puts you about 1 inch away from my plot point and a couple inches away from an undead monster. Who do you want to activate next?
How far away is that guard from the creature?
About 8 or 9 inches.
So I could move him and still fight, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Let's
you
do
can run
that.
around the corner and try and poke my skeleton.
Let's do that.
Except that he's gonna have to do a horror check.
Yep.
He's going to have to roll a horror check. He hears something around that corner and he can't tell what it is. Yet he knows even before he sees it. Horror starts to fill his heart and he begins to sweat. And he's going to draw. He's not going to draw yet. He gets to make his horror check. He's going to roll a 1 dice. And then all he needs to do is get a 4 or better. And he won't get a green card. He got it. Doggone it. Oh. All right. So you can continue your activation as normal. And you are now on my skeleton. All right. You want to fight my skeleton?
Sure do.
Okay. There is the battle around the corner. The guard goes rushing in. All right, guard, you have 3 dice 6 to brawl with, and my skeleton has 3 dice 6 to brawl with. All right. Is that what you want to do? Are you brawling me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, here is the roll. I'm going to throw them all in the cup and do it at one time. You want the red dice or the white dice, Nay?
Red.
All right, here we go. You got a 6.
Ooh.
I got a 5 and a 4. Now, Pulp Alley is the kind of game that lets you think about what you're going to do here. So now, Nay, how dangerous do you want to play this? You could block, which case you'll only take one hit, or you could say take them all. Oh, by the way, there's no reason to say take them all here because one hit is not enough to cause damage to a skeleton. So you might as well block.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you might as well
Yeah.
block. All right, so takes one out, and that means the guard only takes one hit. The guard comes rushing around the corner, and he finds a spear coming straight at him. And now he's going to have to roll his health check to stay on his feet. He fails it, and the
No.
guard is down, speared through his gullet. Ah! A blood curdling cry goes up as the guard goes down. All right. Now, because that trap was shut off, the other two guards could actually run all the way there to my skeleton. I'm not saying that you have to. The guards could get to the skeleton. Philo could get to the skeleton. Even Zafriti could actually get up to my skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you want to do next? My guard is too strong for your characters. I can tell you that. You probably ought to just cower in fear. Is what I'm is what I
No,
suggest.
we're gonna move Philo up around the corner. We're gonna Oh, wait a minute. She can only shoot 1d6.
Philo, yes, but at short range you would get an extra dice, and that would get you 2 dice. So,
Okay, let's do
however,
that.
if Philo runs, then you're going to
Oh,
lose a dice. So you're right. You're right. You're right back to rolling one dice, which is not going to be enough to hurt my
okay. Well, just
skeleton.
move her up 6 inches then.
Okay,
Her,
so
him.
Philo moves up 6 and right behind the Conan.
Okay, let's move
Oh,
another
oh, oh,
guard.
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry. Philo still has to roll a horror check. Even just they are within range of something lurking, and they're gonna have to roll, and they get
Oh,
a
no.
failure, and it is intense fear. For the duration of this effect, the character cannot rush and cannot perform actions. Well, honestly, that's probably not a horrible effect for Philo.
Yeah, could be
no.
worse.
Yeah, because Philo probably isn't going to be doing either one of those much anyway.
Right.
Okay, so Philo's done. Do you want to move Zafriti or one of the guards next?
How far does Friziki from the guard? Is she within 6 inches?
She is not. She's
Okay.
the corner. Just to reach the corner is about 8 inches, and the guard's a couple more inches away from that. So to get on the guard is 10 inches, but she could run up there and shoot at the guard. She would still have 2 dice um, to throw her dagger or whatever at the guard. But
Let's do
she's
that.
actually, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, she will not have to roll a horror check because she is level 3 and the skeleton is only level 2. She's seen worse than this in the dancing halls of Zambula, so that's nothing new to her. Um, so she'll have 2 dice to throw at the skeleton. The skeleton is reanimated, so it is basically an unopposed attack. It cannot roll to dodge. So here it is. She's got 2 dice. Bessie, you want to roll it? Got to get them both. One is all you got, and that's not
Mm.
enough to hurt my skeleton.
Rats.
All right. So you have 2 guards left. I'm going to get to activate my skeleton at the end of this turn. You know
Move
what?
them in
I'm going to
front
put
of.
Zafriti. Hey, Nay, just to make sure that we do this. I'm going to put Zafriti on top of the plot point to make sure that I can't stand on it instead of you. So I'm going to put you directly on top of the plot point. And
Okay.
what that does is if the plot point was not, if you didn't have somebody on it, then that's what I would do. I would just simply move up there and stand on it to try and stop you from getting it.
Hmm.
But
Somebody's a baddie.
because I am the baddies after all. Okay. You have
So I
two
got 2 guards
guards,
left.
and they could run in there. They could run and attack. They could run around the corner and try and slice the skeleton down.
Let's do that.
Okay, so we're going to send one in, but of course they're going to have to roll a horror check because they heard the blood curdling scream. Camera 2, and one guard is in there, so I'm going to put you a guard in there. And now the fight is on again. Camera 4. And do you want the red dice or the white dice? Oh, you know what? My poor little skeleton is down into just 2 dice now because I've been in a
Hmm.
fight. So this is my multiple fights penalty. All right. Do you want the red dice or the white dice?
Red again.
Okay. So I got 2 white dice versus your 3 red dice. And here's the roll. Look at that and weep. Oh my gosh. I got you again, Nay. You rolled a 4 and I rolled a 4. Now, normally you could say, take them all, but because this is a reanimated character, and if you guys aren't really sure about what reanimated does, I did a whole separate video just about the reanimated ability.
Hmm.
It automatically passes all 1 dice health checks. So even if she chose to deliver that hit, it would automatically pass it. So there's no reason not to block here. You pretty much
Yep.
have to block. Um, so if you had something like a bad news or something that you could add an extra hit to that, but as it is right now, you don't have that in your hand. So
Hmm.
the last guard can rush in there as well.
Yep.
The last guard can go in there and try and fight this thing too. And I'm going to get another horror check out of you though, as the last guard. See if he's shaking in it. Oh, doggone it! These guards.
Yeah.
Boo! I
Eat
need
it.
some more. I need some more shaking in the boots. All right, so another guard gets in there, and you have now my poor little skeleton only has 1 dice to fight back. But you know what? That's more than enough.
It's not
More
enough. It's
than
not
enough.
enough.
Here is your Shemite warrior mercenary. You got a 6, only 1 success,
Oh,
and the guard
jeez.
got nothing.
Jeez.
The guard got nothing, and guess what? My skeleton remains in play.
Why? What dice did you pick?
It's not a good situation to be in, though. It's actually a really, really bad situation to be in because what's going to happen next is that my poor little skeleton now has to activate.
Yeah.
And he's used all 3 of his fighting dice.
Yep.
So he's got nothing left. And
How many are on him?
there are 2 guards currently on him. So both of the guards are going to basically get free attacks against my
All right, let's
skeleton.
do it.
Because I can't even dodge. The skeleton can't even dodge. So both of them are going to get free attacks. They're
You
both
should
down to only 2 dice, though.
change out the dice of doom there.
Oh! She wants fresh dice. All right, Bessie, I'll bring in a new roller. I'll bring in a new roller. So here we
Here.
go.
I'll stand up. to
Bessie,
make
you got to
sure I
roll
do a
2
good one.
successes because if you roll anything less than 2 successes, it ain't going to do anything. Watch this. Bessie will only get 1 success.
Son
1
of a
success.
bitch.
There you go. All right, Bessie, you get another shot
Okay,
at it.
all
You
right.
got to get 2 successes. Come on, you got to get both of them. Oh, no
Nothing.
successes.
Oh my gosh, you're
God.
And
kidding.
the skeleton remains in play. So they're trying to whack this skeleton down and they're taking chunks off of it, but it just does not. And their swords are going through its rib cage. It's not going down. So it remains in play. Not only does it remain in play, but I'm going to get a new monster at the start of this next turn. And that ends the turn, except Nay gets a recovery check. Will that lone guard get up?
Yes.
Doggone it. That guard gets up. Now, do you want your guard to be in contact with my skeleton, or do you want to be away from it?
Oh, let's put him in contact. That way he
Okay.
has to fight all three of them.
Yeah. He probably won't get that far. He'll probably be dead before we get to that. But you're exactly right. So you have 3 guards on that skeleton. But I'm going to get a new body. And I'm going to get a new body, and I think I'm going to have to put it on Zafridi. I hope I get something good here. If I get something good. All right, Bessie, I need you to draw me a risen priest. Risen. That's okay. If you want to draw 3
No,
cards.
an
go ahead.
abomination.
Son of a.
Yes!
Oh,
I'm so
man.
sorry.
Which one?
Risen priest.
Risen priest.
Oh,
Risen priest. That's the big level 4.
We're going to have to pull out that swear jar. We're going to fill it
level
up.
4.
I almost had to put something in the swear jar there.
Level 4 killing
Oh,
machine.
man.
Mm.
Level 4 killing machine. Where am I going to put
I'd
this
get as far
thing?
away as you can. I
Put it-
wouldn't risk it.
Put it back on Conan. If I could stop Zafridi from doing that plot point. What cards does she have? She's got a sucker punch. If I put it on if I can stop Zafridi from doing that plot point, and I guess that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my monster comes out of the wall, comes up out of the wall in between Zafriti and Conan, and it is going to choke the life out of Zafriti. Choke the life out of her.
That's hateful.
Let's see. We're starting turn number 4. We're going to draw cards. Nay, you drew a stunned. And I drew a... No, that's... What's that card? What's the sucker punch? Was that a peril?
Did somebody play it?
That was a peril. Let's see. Stunned goes into your hand. Oh, you have a sucker punch there. And
I have a sucker punch.
No, I'm sorry. Did you get? I don't think you got a sucker. No, you got stunned. I think I drew the sucker punch for a peril earlier. It was just laying there. I wasn't sure what it was for. You got a stunned, and I got a disarmed. Okay. All right. So what you have in your hand right now is a sidestep, a trip up, a bad feeling, and a stunned.
Okay.
Oh, you would get one more recovery check, and that's for Philo because of his intense fear. And he remains scared. He does not shake it off. He's going to end up having to roll another horror check when he activates. So I can start getting some stack on him. All right. Who is going to be the first character that you want to activate? You know what? You almost have to try and get rid of that skeleton so that you can try and gang up on that mummy. I don't know. This is going to be really hard. This is going to get really, really hard. Muscles
Well, I think the first thing I want to try and do is get that plot point.
Well, you can't because you have a mummy trying to eat your your face. So
is he in connect? Is he right on me? Okay.
Yep, they're engaged. So as soon as you activate Zafriti, she's going to have to fight. I'm not saying that you have to activate her first. I'm just saying that as soon as she activates, she's got a mummy about to rip her in half.
Okay. Well, let's activate Conan and bring him up on it.
Okay. So Conan will have to roll a horror check because he is a superstitious fool like that. So he passes it. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice, but I'm not going to re-roll because you passed it. Conan activates, and he only has about an inch to move to come into contact with the mummy. All right, you have now. we did say Conan has a broadsword. He has a sword, so we're using the optional rules for that. So he will get a extra fight
Oh, nice.
dice. Not an extra fight dice, but it'll have that reroll. So he's got 4 die 10 in brawling, and the mummy has 5d10.
What?
5d10 in brawling.
Who created this character?
Well, ancient beings of supernatural powers.
Don't flatter yourself.
Okay, so I think we're ready to roll this, aren't we? I think he's going
think
with
we're ready.
4 die 10. And you got 4 successes.
Nice.
That was nice. Okay, 5. Now I'll show you what 5 successes looks like. Bam! Look at that.
1, 2.
Okay, a 9 and a 10. Okay, now interestingly enough, the mummy as he's created here is not reanimated. So in this instance, he doesn't have the same special thing that the little skeleton did. So you got 2 9s, an 8, and a 5. So you could actually block one of his, and you'd still take 1, or if it's a desperate fight, then you might just say take them all and just go for it. I don't know. What.
Now
What
he
do you
got
want to do?
2 successes?
He got 2 successes, a
Is
9 and a
there
10.
a reroll?
Yes,
I do have a
yes,
reroll.
yeah. And there's no reason to reroll one of yours, so you can make him reroll one of his. Make him reroll that 10. Turns it into a 9. Well, okay. So you could actually block both of his dice and make him roll 2. Now, the thing here is, though, you could play it safe and make him roll a 2 dice health check.
I don't know.
But is this the time to play it safe? Do you have to go for broke here? Because if you don't get him off of that plot point, if you don't get him off of Zafridi, then you have to decide how dangerous do you want to play this.
Let's take them all.
Says take them all. So that means the mummy will be rolling a 4 dice health check. Conan will roll a 2 dice, and we'll let Bessie have the honors. Bessie, give me a 2 dice health check. Let's see if you can pass this. And she does not. Does not.
Damn.
And she takes
Do we have a
Conan
reroll?
takes a pow. He has a reroll on the recovery.
Okay.
And now let me show you how a 4 dice health check. Let me
Alright,
show you. Let me
me.
show you how you pass it. Boom on 4 dice. No.
Oh.
And the mummy
Whew, that was a
is
little closer
injured.
than I
The
would've
mummy is
liked.
injured and Conan is injured. Both. Now the fight continues. The fight moves on. Who's going to activate next on the good guy side?
I'm trying to decide whether I should play the stunned or not, but
I don't think it can move anywhere.
no. Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. It's going to stay there until it dies. It won't move.
Yeah. Well, let's
If you had
do
a
some
stumble,
fighting.
that would be cool. But anyway, that's
Yeah.
not what you got. So do you do Zafridi next, or do you try and get
Yeah.
one of the? You do Zafridi next. Okay.
Yeah.
Zafridi will have to roll a horror check as well, because now she has a mummy trying to eat her, and she fails it. Give us a green card, Bessie.
Blind panic.
Blind
Oh,
panic. She must
shit.
move 2 dice 6 in a random direction immediately. 2 dice 6. 4 inches, random direction. Okay, she actually ends up on the other side of the another reason why I'd like this dungeon to be just ever so slightly bigger. Can't hardly get into my. She ends up running off this away. So she is now down here. So she used 4 inches of her movement to get over here. Now, technically, that does not end her activation. She could choose to fight that skeleton right there and try and take it out.
Sure, why not?
She's got blind panic on. She takes off running, but she stops at the end of the hall. She regains her confidence. She's still frightened though, and she's going to turn back and fight that skeleton. She's rolling 3 die 8 to fight. The skeleton is rolling 3 die 6. Then you can drop those in a hand cup and roll it all. 2. She gets an 8, an 8, and a 7. It got a 6. How dangerous do you want to play that? Are you going to say take them all? Or are you gonna mitigate some of your damage there and block one of its only
I'll
hit?
block one and make her do 2.
Okay.
Or
All
the
right. Well, I can pass that. I can pass a 2 dice health check. I can pass those all day long. Watch this. Bam. Right there. 2 6s for you.
Ooh,
All right.
5
My
and a 2.
skeleton is down.
Yay.
I don't think they go away in this scenario. Let's double check that. I could be wrong. Camera.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay, so it remains in play. I think that was a rule I came up with later. Yeah. Social rule, servants arise. 2 defenders of unicorn. Okay. All right. So I don't see anything about them going out of play. So he is down. He is down right there. But what that does, I'm gonna set him there because I don't want to try and fit him in there while he's down. What that does there is it frees up all 3 of your mercenaries now. All 3 of the mercenaries could activate and could possibly try and take on the mummy. I don't know. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Let's go after the mummy.
All right. So the first one, that I guess we'll activate the closest one first. So he's going to activate and he's going to get a horror check. And he passes with a
Nice.
6. All right. So he is now fighting the mummy. He's rolling 3 die 6. The mummy is now down to rolling 4 die 10. Boys and girls, the mummy is going to lose a dice because of the previous fight with Conan. Its dice are not affected by injuries, however, so it will continue to roll its big
that's brutal.
D10s. He's rolling 4 die 10 versus, here's the mummy, a 6 and an 8. 6 and an 8. The mercenary got a 6. All right. Well, that's it. So the mercenary could choose to dodge here. Could choose to block one of those and just take 1 hit, or he could try and get another injury on the skeleton, on the mummy. How dangerous do you want to play it? If you block,
Let's
you'll still
dodge
have
one
to-
and
Okay. All right. So he's going to use the 6 to block the 6, and that means he'll still have to roll a 1 dice health check, and that's going to be enough to put him down right here. Bam, and he's down. All right. But you have another guard that can go in. So the next guard goes in on the mummy, and he's rolling 3 die 6. He's rolling 3 die 6, and now my mummy. I apologize, Nay. I just assumed that you wanted to do that, and I shouldn't do that. So, do you want your mercenary to attack the mummy?
yeah, all 3 of them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're going to be rolling 3 die 6, and the mummy is now rolling.
Oh, do they get a horror check too?
Yes. Horror check for the new guy. Pass.
Nice.
That's my special 6 dice. I always roll that one. So guard is 3 die 6, mummy 3 die 10. Here we go. On the 10s, we have a slaughter fest. We have a 9, a 5, and an 8. So the
Ooh.
mummy is trying to rip this fellow in half, but this fellow got a 6 and a 5. Do you want to play it? You could block 1 and roll a 2 dice health check, or do you just go for broke here and just say take them all? What do you think, Nay?
Now, before I make my decision,
Mhm.
If I defeat this priest, does he have a chance of coming back later in the game, or is he done for the game?
The card will not go back into the deck if that's the question that you
Yeah,
had.
yeah. Okay.
He will get a recovery check at the end of the turn. I mean, once he goes down, so he could get back on his feet, but
Right,
the
right.
card does not go back in the deck.
Okay. Let's block one.
Okay. So she's going to try and mitigate some of the damage. So she's going to take out one of his, and that means the mummy will still have to roll a 1 dice health check, and the guard will have to roll a 2 dice health check. He's the active character, so I'll go ahead and put him down right now. Boom, he's gone. Another guard gone. Now, I'm moving them off the table here. All of these characters, and Bessie, help me remember this. All of these characters are going to get a recovery check at the end of the turn. I'm moving them off just for convenience sake. Oh, and the mummy has to roll a health check. The mummy's down to D8 health. See if it can pass that. What camera am I on? Okay.
Yes.
And it failed. Oh my gosh. The mummy gets a second injury.
Good on you.
Mummy gets a second injury. So he's now down to a D6 health. You have one more guard that could get on the mummy this turn and
Yep.
possibly even put him out of action. You want to
Yep.
go for it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One more guard is going in. Oh, he'll have to do his horror check. Horror check. Passed it. Very good. And then what?
Our dice cam is blurry.
Dice cam is. Oh, I forgot to change the lens. It's on. It's got the macro on there. So that means all it means is I got to go up closer. I'm sorry, guys. I guess I could change the lens right now, but that should actually get us there.
Yeah.
If we're just going to use it for that. Sorry, guys. I was doing some a different video and I changed the lens. That still looks blurry, isn't it?
That's better.
Just gonna come up on it. Yeah, it likes close shots. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that should give you a nice, pretty shot of the camera, of the dice. All right. If I can keep it there. What was I doing? So he passed his he passed his horror check.
Yep.
So now we're to the fighting.
Yes.
So the guard is rolling 3 dice 6, and the mummy is down to 2 die 10.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
enough. I can take you out with 2 dice. That's
You
more
can't
than
take
enough.
nothing.
That's more than enough right there. All right, here we go. The guard did not get a single success. Oh my gosh. Okay, you got
2.
You got 2. You got a 5 and a 5.
You got a 9.
The mummy got a 9. That's enough to put you down. All right, so that you can't block, so this becomes a take 'em all situation, and that means the mummy's going to have to roll a 2 dice 6 health check, and the guard will have to roll a 1 dice health check. I'm going to roll for the guard first, just out of politeness, since he's the active character. And the guard is down. The
Oh my goodness.
entire group of
These
Shemite
dice are not being
mercenaries.
nice to me.
They are
But
hateful.
let me show you
dice.
how they're
They
gonna do
are.
this right here. 2 chances to keep my guard, to keep my mummy up. So if I fail this roll, the mummy goes down. That's pretty cool. Take a moment right now if you haven't already and hit that like button for us if you're not a subscriber.
You ought to be.
You ought to be. You ought to be a subscriber to our silly little channel. We do these live games every Sunday. We do lots of fun videos all through the week. Remember, the secret word for today is
June.
June. June. So come back to this video after it has posted and put in a comment that includes the word June, and that will get you entered into the drawing for Thursday night. And we're going to give it, if you want a chance to win one of the 2 shirts that we have left, a pink 2XL and a black 2XL. Here it is. Let's see what the dice say. Give me 2.
Yes.
The mummy is down.
Yes.
Yay.
But you don't have, you have one character left that,
Yep.
the, and it's Philo, your weakest
Yep.
possible character. And he has intense fear. So even if you wanted him to go do the plot point, he could not do it right now because
Nope.
he has intense fear. And that means that we have a whole lot of recovery checks to roll for.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So I guess we're going to start rolling for the guys over here.
Where's
Uh,
Philo at?
Oh yeah. He still has an activation. He's lurking. He's lurking back here around the corner. He's about 2 inches behind Conan right now. Where would you rather be? You want to move forward and get over here with the free tea, or
Yeah. Well, no, he's pretty well dispendable.
what? No,
Um,
Philo. He's got the torch.
No, he's expendable.
All right,
put him by the skeleton so that if it stands back up, then it's in contact with.
with Philo.
Yeah.
Poor
Even though Philo
Philo.
might die, at least he.
Poor little Philo. You want to
Yeah, but
be
then the priest, if he passes and he stands up, he's got to fight. He can't move, right?
correct?
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Keeps him in place. You're exactly right. Now, remember one thing though. When a character passes a recovery check from being down, if standing up would put them into contact with an enemy, they have the option to move away, 1 inch away, if
Okay.
there's room, if
Mhm.
they could find room. But NPCs would almost never do that because NPCs are really there just to cause problems for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's not like he's going to move away anyway. All right. I think I want to start with, let's see. Um, well, I'll do the mummy first, and it failed with a 3. The
You need to
mummy
write down
failed, and the mummy is removed from play. Dang it!
Woohoo!
I'll get my skeleton up though. I guarantee you that. I guarantee I'll get my skeleton up because that skeleton ain't got no quit in him. That is a high value skeleton known to always come back. You don't become an animated skeleton by being a quitter. Just letting you
Very
know.
true.
Here we go. Here we go. And he is up.
Dang it.
My skeleton is up, and he is in contact with Philo. And possibly all of those mercenaries if they pass. All right, here we go. Now we're going to roll for the mercenaries. Mercenary number 1 is up. Mercenary number
Yay.
2, I guess we ought to be showing this. Mercenary 2 is not. Mercenary 3 is up. So one of the
Yes.
mercenaries is gone. The other 2 mercenaries are going to come back into play. Now, do they want to be in contact with that skeleton, or do they want to be an inch away from it?
Um, let's go an inch away.
Okay. You're going to activate first anyway, so I guess it
Mhm.
gives you a little bit of a of a of a tactical, flexibility there, something else, because something else is about to appear. I'm about to get another mummy. I'm about to get another mummy.
How many are in there?
There was 3.
Oh,
12. There are
God.
12 mummies in here. 12.
12.
Oh, there's only 4.
There's 2 left. It starts with 3.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's 2 left. But don't worry. Bessie will draw it. Ready? Bessie, draw me another mummy.
Get an abomination.
Oh, those are terrible. Another risen warrior. Doggone
Ah,
it. Well, that's not too terrible. Because what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put it right on top of the plot point.
Boo.
I'm going to put it right on top of the plot point. So that's where it is coming into place. So somebody, now it is also in contact with your Shemite mercenary here. Now Zafridi and this mercenary over here, they have a skeleton in their way. But if you could take that skeleton out of play, then that would free you up to try and get back to that other guy. So I would maybe try to get rid of this first skeleton. I don't know. Maybe with this mercenary on this side. But anyway, I'm just thinking. You decide. You decide, Nay. What do you? Oh, we should draw cards. Did I put them
Oh,
both?
yeah.
We're starting turn 5. Remember, boys and girls. Remember, if this plot point is not completed by the end of turn 6, this plot point number 1, plot point number 1. If it's not completed by the end of turn number 6, the dungeon fills with poisonous gas, and the scenario ends. So she has turn 5 and turn 6.
This is
What?
not going well.
It is. It's actually not going poorly. She's doing all right.
The dice have not been nice.
The dice.
The dice have been good today. The dice are good.
Yeah, for
No.
you.
You also have a guard on that skeleton that's on the plot point. So if the guard could take that skeleton down, then Conan could rush up there this turn and do that plot point. I mean,
Yeah, let's do that because I want to get that plot point.
Okay. So the guard is attacking with 3 dice 6, and the skeleton is fighting back with. Did we draw cards?
Yeah.
Oh, did
Oh,
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Your new card is buy some time. That's interesting. When you pass a challenge, you can play this card. So that would be like a peril, a plot point.
We also get to roll to remove the horrors.
Yes. Yep. And I get a new. Oh no, I already got my new monster.
Yeah, you're don't
And I get a new monster.
don't.
I
play
get
games.
a unseen peril. I don't know that I want to play that because then it'd give her a chance to play or buy some time. And what were you saying? Get rid of the perils. That's
Yep.
right, because blind panic is on Zafridi.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So Zafridi is going to get a recovery check to try and shake off her blind panic.
Oh, and Conan gets to.
And she does. So she shook off her blind panic. What were you saying about Conan? Oh, yeah, he's injured. Yeah, we got a bunch more to
And
do.
he gets a reroll on it.
Yep. Conan's failed. Try again. And
Yes.
got it on the reroll. Can't keep a good Conan down. And now Philo. Philo is going to try and shake off his intense fear. And he finally shakes it off. Finally shakes off the intense fear. Doggone it. Maybe I forgot to roll. I bet I should have rolled again. No, I think by the time he activated, all the skeletons were gone. Everything was gone or down. All right. So
Yeah.
did we do all of our pre-game stuff or pre-turn stuff?
I think so.
Start of turn? Okay. So now we are... Now, are we going to go ahead and have that fight with the skeleton and the,
Yes.
and the soldier there? The
Yeah.
mercenary? So you got 3 dice 6 versus 3 dice 6. And I don't think I have anything to play. So here we go. You are the red dice. You got 2 successes. I got 2 successes. DSA, take them all. This is a time of desperation. You don't hold back now. You could block 1, and then both of you would take 1, but that would be pointless to a skeleton. So you might as well just say take them all.
Take them all.
All right. So both will have to roll a health check or 2 dice health checks. The red dice. Well, Nay, do you want the red dice or the white dice?
Red dice.
Red dice are a failure. White dice is also a failure. So both of them are down. The skeleton is down and the soldier is down. But that frees up the plot point, and you could now reach it with Conan.
Okay. So let's move Conan up and try the plot point.
All right. Conan does not have any horror checks to roll for. He moves up to the plot point. Here is his peril. 2 with cunning or might. 2 with cunning or might. We know he's going to go to might here
Yep.
because that's his way. 1, 2, 3, 4 die 10. Needs 2 of these. This is just the peril. Look out, Conan. Watch out for that trap. And he passes it. So he gets past the
Yay.
peril. And then the plot point is 1 success
Oh,
with
shoot.
cunning.
Do we
Oh,
have
that's
anything
his
to
weak
go?
spot. That's his weak spot. He's never passed a cunning check in the entire
Why
history
do
of
you
Pulp
say
Valley.
that?
He only has a cunning of 2 die 8. I see. Oh, hey, Nay, when you pass that peril, would you like to use your buy some time and draw 2 cards or add 1 additional turn?
Oh, I want to add an additional turn.
Okay. So add another turn. Okay. So you got 2 die 8. And I don't see anything else to help you. So you've got to get one of these has to be a success. And they both are. And the plot, he balances the scales.
Yay.
And the plot
That bag of
point
sand came in
is
handy.
completed. That bag of sand. He pulls out a bag of sand and he puts it on there and he weighs it out. And he goes, which is heavier, gold or sand?
Just
Right.
a little bag.
And a little bag of sand or a giant big-headed statue made of gold.
I don't know why that wouldn't work.
Maybe it's mostly styrofoam. All right, so that plot point is completed. She's going to get a random blue card. Draw her a random blue card for a reward.
It is discard. It's
Okay.
an action.
As an action, you can discard one of your cards to draw 2 cards. That is controlled by Conan. Remember, it is an action. It's not just something you get to do all the
Which one did I
time.
get?
The reward you got is it gives you an action that allows you to discard one of your fortune cards to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
At the bottom of the card is the tips. All right. So you actually have now added 6 turns to the game. So you balance the scales. I almost had her there. I almost had
You
her.
almost did.
I almost had her.
But in the end,
Doggone it.
wah, wah.
I know. So it doesn't add. Let me see what it does. It doesn't add 6 turns. It let's see. Maybe it does. I don't know.
I think that's what it
Balance
said.
the
Yeah.
Scales. Must be completed. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, excuse me.
Let's see. Poison gas. It says you have 6 more. After this point is complete, you have 6 more turns to complete. It just says you have 6 turns, 6 more turns. That needs to be clarified in there, but we're going to give you 7 turns. So 1, 2, 3 plus 1. So right now you have 7 turns to get the rest of it done. All right. Who's going to activate next? You have. Help me remember. I have two downs over here.
Okay.
Who's going to go next? You have.
We still have a risen warrior.
I know.
on the
Yeah,
table,
you have
right?
a risen warrior there. Now Zafriti, there's a trap here. See that, boys and girls? So the
Mhm.
next plot point is right there, the next area that she has to do, and that is to bind the enemy. So this statue over here, you got to perform a ritual on this statue to hold it in place. But between her and that statue is a perilous area. So does she want to try and cross into the perilous area? Does she want to try and kill the mummy? What is she going to try to do here?
Okay. So we have another mummy, but isn't the mummy down?
Yeah, no, I said mummy, but I meant risen warrior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no other mummies in play. There's just the skeleton. The same skeleton that has held you at bay the entire scenario
I
and
hate that guy.
refuses to go down.
Um,
He's a fighter. He's got no quit in him.
let's see. My YouTube isn't catching up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
see.
I'm just
So-
kind of taking a peek.
Well, that camera's not going to give you much of a look. It's all too far away for the
Okay.
screen camera. Let's see, I don't know if you want to try refreshing your YouTube. Let's see. So Zafriti could try to move towards the new plot point, which means that there's a peril in her way. She could even possibly complete the second plot point this turn. I mean, she's within range to get to the next plot point, but she's going to have to go through a perilous area first.
Yeah.
So her real options are: does she want to fight the skeleton that's in between her and Conan, or does she want to move forward and attempt the
Let's tempt the
perilous
trap.
area? Okay, she's going to try the perilous area. So she's going to try and get through that trap. Bessie, draw me a peril.
Free pass.
Boo!
Woohoo!
Free pass.
Nice.
All right, whatever. So that one's done. All right, and then you can go ahead. Do you want to move all the way to the next plot point?
Yes.
Which is only like 2 inches. All right, so you are there. And you want to attempt the plot point.
Yes.
Okay, draw a peril.
One with cunning.
One with cunning. I don't think she has much cunning. I don't think she's got
3d8.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, 3d8.
Whatever.
How dare you besmirch?
3d8. Hey, you have an ability also called plan. It's only used once per turn, however. I don't know that you want to use it here, but you could. Plan allows you to discard one of your cards to gain an extra +1 bonus.
Yeah, I'll get rid of one of my trip ups since I got 2 of them.
Okay, so one of the trip ups is gone. Okay, so that'll get you an extra dice. So now you got 4, and you only need 1 success. Easy peasy, you got it.
Now, is it predetermined?
It is predetermined. You're right. We don't draw.
Oh, that's right.
I
Might
should
or
have remembered
finesse.
that from last time. Let's see. Bind the enemy. It is predetermined. Roll 2 successes with might or finesse, and she can't do either one of those. All right, maybe she can. She's got 2 die 6 in both of those. 2 die 6 in both. So you're going to have to roll 2 successes here.
Okay. Now, when I got rid of the trip up, what was that for? That was the other one.
Gave you a +1 to your cunning. And it was for just that challenge. It was just for that moment. It was for your plan, your ability that you have on your character card called plans. You discard to gain a +1 bonus to dodge or cunning. And you get to do that once per turn.
Right, but that was for when we thought this was a draw for a card.
Yeah,
No, because the peril was the free pass.
Yeah. No, the peril was for the perilous
okay.
area that you ran into before it.
Okay.
So that was for the free pass. And then when you got to the plot point, when you attempted it, you get a random peril, and that's what the plus was for.
I'm confusing myself. Sorry.
No, we're fine.
Okay.
So you have a 2 die 6 roll here, and you need to get both of these as a success. Bessie, can she do it? Bessie slams it down with authority, and she gets 1 success. So that's
Bingo,
that does count towards the goal, though. So she starts to get the the statue bound, but does not get it finished this turn. So you still have 2 characters that have not activated this turn. You have 1 mercenary left and Philo. Who's going to activate next?
Can Philo make the plot point?
Philo has 2 dice 6 in finesse, so he can't reach the plot point right now because the skeleton is in the way. And he's
Okay.
engaged with the skeleton. So if he activated right now, he'd have to fight the skeleton. But if you activated the mercenary first, then maybe the mercenary could take the skeleton out, and then Philo could go around there and try it.
Yeah, let's do the mercenary.
Okay,
Let's
so
fight.
the mercenary activates, and the mercenary will have to roll a horror check, won't he? Horror check for mercenary. And he passed it.
Yay.
Okay. So he can attack. He's rolling 3 dice 6. Skeleton's fighting back with 3 dice 6. And you got a 6 and a 4, and the skeleton did not roll a single success. So the
Yes.
skeleton will have to roll a 2 dice health check. Skeleton is down, and now
Woohoo!
Philo can go try the plot point. All right. Philo, do you want to go try it? You're going to have to face a peril, though, when you touch my plot point or when you attempt it. You want to go for it, or are you going to hold
Sure,
back?
why not?
Okay. He's expendable. So
Yep.
he does his 6-inch move. He goes around to the plot point. He wants some treasure, too. So he's going to have to draw a peril.
1 with might.
1 with might. And guess how many dice he has in might?
1.
1 dice in might. Philo can be the hero of the hour right here. All he has to do is roll 1 success. 1 success. Bessie, you want to roll it?
You can roll it.
Sorry to hear you say that. That's a 1.
I am sorry to hear you say
And
that.
he takes a hit. He'll have to roll a health check. He failed that too. And Philo
No,
is removed from
Philo.
play.
Aw, poor Philo. He tried.
I miss Philo. He wanted to be the hero.
Hero.
He
He
did.
wanted to be the hero.
He rushed.
Not
and that's when
today,
accidents
Philo.
happen.
Not today. All right. That's all your activations. And I don't have
Yep.
an NPC on the table to activate, so we're going to go straight to recovery checks. So the skeleton that will not die is now going to roll.
No.
And I'm going to get him right back up. And there you go, boys and
Son
girls.
of a-
The skeleton is back in play, and he is in play, and he is touching the mercenary. Now I have another skeleton. And he failed it. And he is
Yay.
gone.
Oh, that one guy.
Oh, you still have one more guard. One more mercenary gets to roll. And he
Yes.
passed. All right. Now this last mercenary, the one that just came up, do you want him to be in contact with the skeleton that will not die, or do you want to be 1 inch away? Honestly, there's no reason not to be 1 inch away because you're going to activate first anyway. It gives you a little bit of tactical flexibility, but I'm not making the decision for you. Nay, what do you want to do? Do you want to be in contact with my skeleton or 1 inch away?
Let's go an inch away.
Okay.
Yeah, because we don't know what monster we're getting.
Yep. All right. So he's up here. And speaking of monsters,
what's this? Turn number
monsters.
8? There's no monster?
What?
What?
You stop saying stuff like that.
I think I read that in the rule book.
You stop. No, that's not right.
Oh, it's penciled in.
It's not penciled in.
I'll pencil it
I took
in.
all your pencils away. All right. Bessie is going to draw for a new monster.
Risen warrior.
Dang
My
it.
stars.
There's
Is there
4
even
of
an
them in
abomination
there.
in that stack?
Yeah, there's 4 of them. Okay, I get another skeleton.
How many
Now,
risen
boys
warriors?
and girls, It has to be set up within 3 inches of the plot point with the lowest number. So right now, plot point number 2 is still in play, so I have to place it there. And so I will. I'm going to put it standing right behind Zafriti.
In contact?
In contact with Zafriti. It is touching her. So now she won't be able to start that plot point unless she gets rid of that skeleton first, unless somebody comes around there and knocks that skeleton off of her. Otherwise, she'll have to fight it herself. And you have a skeleton in the way. You have a skeleton in the way, blocking the hallway. The skeleton that will not die, the undead, is still holding you back. So do you want to activate the guard that's currently engaged?
You took the thing off, right?
Took what off?
Pulled a bullet, the dice.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we have 6 turns.
Did
now.
we draw cards?
No.
Okay, and they got a sucker punch.
You got a sucker punch.
That'll be handy. And you got a danger.
I got a danger. Okay. So do you want to activate the guard that's currently in contact with the skeleton that will not die?
Yeah.
Okay. So he has 3 dice 6, and the skeleton has 3 dice 6. Here we go. The fight is on, because you're going to have to get this skeleton down to get through the hallway. And you got a nothing.
Wow.
And
What?
the skeleton got a 1, and that means your guy will roll a 1 dice health check, and he is down.
Oh
the
my
skeleton that will not die
Oh
is looking
my
for a
gosh.
promotion. All right, you have another mercenary that could try to take that skeleton out. You want to move him in? You have Conan.
You know what? No, let's move Conan up.
And fight the skeleton?
Yeah.
Okay, so he moves up and is fighting the skeleton.
And because this thing is being such a pain, I'm going to use the sucker punch on it.
Oh. All right, he's trying to clear the skeleton out of the way once and for all. Conan comes up to do the business. So, you have, so that'll get you a 5th dice, and that'll get you up to 5 die 10 with your sucker punch added in. 5d10 versus its 3 die 6. 5d10.
Wouldn't it be 2 because it's been in a fight already?
You are correct. Nay, will you let me cheat once in a while?
No.
You got a 6, a 5, and a 4, and it only rolls 2 die 6, and I got 2 12s. I got a 5 and a 4. Now, I don't know that you can hold back here. I think you got to just take your lumps. You got 3 successes. It got 2 successes. How do you want to play that, Nay? You could block them all and deliver 1 hit, which would be completely useless
Nothing.
against a skeleton.
No, take them all.
Take them all. So skeleton's going to have to roll a 3 dice health check. Konani will have to roll a 2 dice health check. I'm going to roll for him first because he is the active character. He passes with 2 6s and is uninjured. The skeleton is down.
Yay.
Now remember, boys and girls, simply because he rolled 1 failure there, that's not how reanimated works. Remember that reanimated means that you automatically pass all 1 dice health checks. This is a 3 dice health check here. This is not a 1 dice health check, and it was failed. So that's the right way to do reanimated, or how it's
I see
intended.
what you're saying.
You still have 1 character that has not activated. No, you have 2 characters that have not activated. You have Zafriti, who feels the hot breath of a creature that has no lungs or lips creeping up behind her.
Well, let's go ahead and
you have a mercenary that could come up there and attack that skeleton and stop it from attacking her. Which one of those
that's
two
what I want to
characters?
do is bring the mercenary up and
mercenary?
attack.
The
Mhm.
mercenary has to roll his horror check, and he passes it. And here he comes. He's coming in to save the day. He's rolling 3 dice 6. The skeleton will now slaughter him with his 3 dice 6. Give me your camera, baby. Mercenary gets a 6 and a 5. Skeleton gets a 6 and a 6. There's lots of ways that could be played, but I think there's only one way, and that's take them all. What do you say, Nay? What do you want to do?
Take them all.
She says take them all. Both will have to roll 2 dice health checks. I'm going to just drop them both. Here we go. Nay, you got the red dice. Failed. And the mummy stays up.
Oh,
Oh,
of
The
my
course.
guard
goodness.
is smacked to the ground. The guard is smacked to the ground, and now you only have one character that has not activated. So when Zafriti activates, she will have to fight the skeleton. She has no choice. The skeleton will only be rolling 2 dice 6. Zafriti, you could either choose to dodge me, or you could choose to brawl me. You have 3
I'm going to
dice.
dodge.
You're going to dodge. It's not a bad idea, especially when I look at the placement here. When I look at the placement of the characters on the table, I don't think it's a bad idea, because she could jump to the other side of the plot point and still try and get that plot point on her next activation. Unfortunately, I'm going to get another monster, and I guarantee you it will be grabbing a hold of some Zafriti action. All right, she's
Hey,
got
pervert.
4 die 8. 4 die 8 against my 2 die 6. 4 die 8 to dodge. Now, you could even add an extra dice in there if you wanted to. If you wanted to discard one of your cards, maybe the stunned. I don't see that being too helpful. If you wanted to discard
No.
one of your cards, you could add an extra dice in there and get her dodge up to 5d8.
No, let's just go with what we got.
Just go with what you got. Oh, that's not going to be enough. I'm telling you right now. So I got 2 die 6 coming at you. Here's my roll. A 6. So for Zafriti to get away from my monster, one of these dice, boys and girls, is going to have to be a 6. And not okay. Yeah,
A 7 and an 8 now.
A couple of them are. Oh well, big deal. I'll get you. I'll get you, Zafriti, and your little dog too. So you get away from my skeleton. Jump.
Now, can I put her right on top of the plot point?
No, you got to move. You got to end your move and over an inch away from the enemy. You can be touching the plot point, but you can't be on top of it.
Okay.
Because you were already touching it, so you have to move over an inch away, or you have to move an inch away from my skeleton. So that basically puts you in this
Okay.
situation here. So you're kind of touching it. Let's see. So my skeleton still hasn't activated. So now I'm going to go get me some Zafriti. Skeleton activates. It's going to put Zafriti down now. Okay, it's coming at you. I got 1 dice left. You could fight me with 2 die 8, or you could dodge me again. Now she's thinking. Now she's thinking. Do you want to fight me with 2 die 8 or dodge me with 4 die 8? I'm about to get another monster on the table.
I'm going to dodge.
She's going to dodge. Okay, so my 1 die. Okay, I got a 5. You have 4 die 8 to try and beat my 5. I don't think it's going to happen. Not as okay. All right. Now,
Nice.
do you actually want to move away? Because if you move away from me this time, you're going to be moving off of the plot point. Or do you want to stay engaged with me? What do you want to do here?
Oh,
I know. She's thinking. Give her these people. Yeah. What do you think you want to do here? Oh, if she dodges away, she's going to have to basically surrendering that plot point to the skeleton. If she stays where she's at, as soon as she activates, she's going to have to deal with it. Now, we do have Kanani coming around the corner here.
Yeah.
Maybe we have a mercenary getting up, but the mercenaries are getting trounced. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What should she do
Plus
here?
some recovery checks.
I do.
might
We
come
do.
in
Yeah,
handy.
and the skeleton that will not die is about to get back up.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, do you want to move away, or are you
I'm
going
gonna
to
play it safe and move away.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that's a bad idea, and the reason, um, basically, is that you're going to go first. I don't know where would be a good place for her. Maybe on this side. Maybe kind of dodging, kind of back towards Conan. Maybe something like that. I don't know.
Hmm.
We're just going to have to see how this goes. So that ends the turn. That
All
ends
right,
the
so pull a
turn.
bullet.
Yep. And now we're going to start some recovery checks. The skeleton that will not die finally dies.
Yay!
It's removed from play. Your guard
Yes.
does pass, and your I was actually rolling for this one. That guard gets back into action, and we have one more guard, and he gets up.
Yay.
Yay!
Good on you.
All right, so guards are back in play, but that's not going to help because I'm about to grab one of the biggest monsters in the entire deck is coming into play right now.
Get an abomination, Bessie.
Now we're going to get the big stuff. Now the big stuff's coming out, boys and girls, the big stuff. Got her just where I want her. Lured her into what? What'd you get? Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see
Oh,
it.
no.
Let's see
So
it.
sorry.
Oh, it's a stalker.
Ugh.
Stalkers are level 3, boys and girls. Level 3. So they're
Fun.
not quite as big as the risen priests. Now, what am I going to do with it?
I'd be far away from it. I'm just kind of slinking in from the back.
I think, boys and girls,
Not
it's
in
going to
contact,
come.
though. Certainly
It's
not.
definitely going to be in contact with Zafriti. So it's going to come up
Why do you do these things?
because I want to eat me some Zafriti. I think it's tasty. I'm going to put him on this side. Just for the camera. I think he looks cooler over there. All right. So I got a new monster.
We get cards.
Do we have any recovery? Did we do all the recovery checks?
I think so.
Or just some of them? Okay. That also means Zafriti is going to have to roll a horror check. And the guards will as well. Yeah, new cards.
Unseen peril.
Unseen peril is what you got, Bessie. Nay.
And a stunned.
And I drew a stunned. It actually might not be bad for me. Now you're in a tricky situation here. Tricky. Let me see if I can find you a good view of this action here. So I have a mummy standing on top of the plot point. I have a stalker standing, trying to wrap its coils around Zafriti. You have a mercenary about 1 inch away from the skeleton. You have another mercenary standing in the hallway with Conan. And then, of course, you have Conan. So Conan could... I don't think he can get to the skeleton. I don't think he can get to the snake.
Can he get to the plot point?
He could get to the plot point. You know what? If you could get one of your mercenaries to knock that skeleton off, Conan could actually get to the plot point this turn. I don't know. What do you think you want to try here?
Well, let's start out with one of the mercenaries going for the
skeleton?
For the skeleton, yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll go with this fella here. You've got 3 dice. My skeleton has 3 dice. Checking cards. Okay, here we go. 3 dice versus 3 dice. And the fight is on. You rolled 3 1s. I rolled 3 successes. And that means the mercenary goes down. Mercenary is down.
Poor guy.
All right. You still have another guard that could try the same thing.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, no. Yeah, why not?
See if
Let's go do that.
See if he can knock the skeleton off of there. Skeleton's now down to just rolling 2 dice. So you've got 3 dice against my 2 dice skeleton. You got 2 5s. Skeleton got nothing, and we'll have to roll a 2 dice health check. Watch this. Boom.
Yes, failed it.
Oh, dang it.
Woohoo!
Skeleton is down. Now, that frees you up to Conan. You have Conan and Zafridi. So now Conan has range where he could go in and attack the skeleton. Now that the snake. He could go in and attack the stalker,
Or he'd go get
or he could try and get the plot point. So that's the choice here. Do you want to try the plot point, or do you want to try and fight the skeleton? I'm sorry, I keep saying skeleton, the stalker. Do you want to fight the stalker or do the plot point? Oh, this is fun. I'm really liking this one. This is a fun scenario. What do you think?
Let's try the stalker.
We
got. I don't want it to get Fraziti.
Okay. All right. Now it is big enough that he won't be able to take it out in one fight, but because it has a health of D8s. Anyway, it's probably going to take him out. It rolls 5d8 to attack, and he rolls 4 die 10. Here we go. 4 die 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 die 10. And you got a 5 and a 10.
That's it?
A 5 and a 10.
Okay.
It rolls and it gets 8. You got an 8 and a 5. So you could block that and play it, safe and not get hurt. But it also means that the snake won't get hurt.
Does he get a reroll for these?
Yes. You got yeah. You can either re-roll one of your dice, which is probably what I would recommend.
Yeah.
Or make it re-roll. You want to
roll
re-roll
one?
One of yours?
Re-roll one of mine.
Okay. Just the odds are in your favor there. Turned it into an 8. All right, now you have an 8, a 10, and a 5 versus its 8 and 5. Do you say take them all? Do you go for broke here? What do you do? Or you could mitigate. You could block one and take one,
I'll block one.
Okay.
And I'll take one, and that would give him
mitigate a little
2.
bit of that. Doesn't want to take all of it, so going to take one of those out. Conan will still have to roll a 1 dice health check, and the monster will roll a 2 dice health check. That's not enough. 2 dice health check. I can pass that all day long. Watch this, boys and girls. Watch this right here. Bam. There you go. And the monster is injured.
Woohoo!
The monster takes a pow. But let's see if Conan is rolling a 1 dice health check. And he passes. Conan is not injured. You have one character that hasn't activated this turn, and that is Zafriti. So now when she activates, you're going to have to decide here, is she going to go ahead and try and finish the snake off? She's got 3 die 8 to fight with. Or is she going to try and jump away from the snake? What do you want to do?
Gonna try and dodge.
She's dodging. Okay, so the snake is fighting. Yeah, when she activates, it starts a fight. The snake will be fighting with 4 die 8, and she will be dodging with 4 die 8.
Now, question, just because I'm still so new at this.
Okay.
Because he's damaged now, would the stalker go down 1 in dice?
Well, you would think people would let me cheat once in a while. Yes, he goes down in once a dice. That was just a test. I was testing you.
Is that?
All right, so what?
You were trying to see if you would catch it. But guess what?
Dang it.
You got
So 4 die 6 is what the stalker's at, right?
Yeah.
12 die 6.
12 die 6.
Yours. Something else.
12 die 6. And you can dodge with 4 die 8. Or if you want to discard something out of your hand, like you're stunned maybe, that would get you up to 5d8.
Or a sidestep, which is
Oh,
good.
you could also use your sidestep to just gain an extra dodge. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. Sidestep for an extra dodge. Okay. That's going to get you up to 5d8. It's not going to be enough, though, because I got 4d6 coming at you. Bam! All successes. Okay. I got 2 4s. 2 4s versus your roll. And you stopped my 2 4s. That'll allow
Nice.
you to move an inch away. And that will end. That will not end the turn.
Nope,
The
you got
snake.
the
What?
snake.
What?
You got the snake.
Yeah, I also forgot some horror checks. I'm not going to go back. But I did forget some horror checks though.
Oh, was she supposed to do one?
She should have. I think the warriors should have. Maybe I already rolled for them. I don't remember, but no
Okay.
biggie. I'm not going back. Skeleton. I'm sorry. Snake now activates, and it is going to turn on Conan and swallow him like a pretzel.
You really shouldn't swallow pretzels.
I'm gonna swallow
That's
him like a
dangerous.
pretzel. My poor little snake is now down. Has been in 2 fights now, so I'm down to rolling just 3d8 to fight with.
3d6.
3d6.
Whatever you guys,
This
cheating
guy over
people.
here.
Let me play. All these rules.
You made them up now.
Give me a pencil. Give me a pencil. Where's the pencil?
I hate all the pencils.
Oh, if she can't
3d6.
pencil something in, you can't pencil something in.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Thwarted again. So I got 3d6 coming at Kanani. What's he throwing? He ain't got nothing.
4d10.
4d10, or you could dodge me with 3d10. So it's 3d10 either way.
Oh, wait a
3d10
minute.
to fight.
Conan's already been in a fight. He came up and attacked it, right?
Yeah. That's 3d10. So he'll either have
So
3d10
it's
to
the
dodge.
same, so I might as well dodge.
No, you don't want to do that. You definitely want to try and finish this snake off. He's already injured. You want to try and put him down this
Oh,
turn.
okay.
So that
Yeah,
you're
let's
not
do that
fighting.
then.
Yeah. I mean, especially since Conan has combat sense, you're going to get to decide the blocking anyway.
True.
And you have a reroll.
And
right?
you have a reroll, yeah. So I would definitely try
Okay.
and get the snake down. You don't want that snake still here at the start of the next turn. Anyway,
Yeah.
you got 3d10 versus the snake's 3d12. And you got an 8 and a 9, and the snake got 2 5s. Now you normally, boys and girls, here the active character, which is the snake, would get to decide how this went. But because Conan has combat sense, he could actually choose to do some blocking if he wanted to. Also, there's a reroll in there with Conan's sword. So, do you want to reroll one of yours?
Yes.
Okay. Turned it into a nothing. All right. So you still
You
have.
kicked it.
Still, yeah, it helps get him over to the number I want. What do you think here, Nay? You got 2 hits or 2 successes. It got 2 successes. Do you stay in desperate mode and just say take them all? I mean, you really want to get this snake out of here because otherwise,
Yeah.
the monsters are just going to keep piling up.
Yeah, take him down.
Take them all, huh?
Take 'em.
I don't know.
Take 'em down. Take 'em down.
Take 'em down.
I don't think there's any way.
Take him down.
All right. So snake is rolling 2d6. Conan is rolling 2d10, and Conan is injured, and the snake is down. Snake is now down.
Yay.
But Conan is injured as well.
That's okay. We can reroll it and get him back up.
Let's see. I think that's where we're at, is 2 recovery checks. So we have a lot of recovery checks to roll for. So I guess we'll roll for. I guess we'll do Conan first. Failed it. Passed it on the reroll. So he shakes his off. Conan is no longer in. This is blurry. Is this blurry too?
Okay, that's
Get
better.
it up there. Okay. And the snake failed, and the snake is removed from play.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Right. I got another skeleton though. Got to get this guy up. No. I just got
Yes.
a 3 there. My skeleton. Dang it. I needed him up. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. I still got a guy down in the corner there. And he passes. Doggone. Come on. Gotta get rid of these mercenaries. Okay. Is that all my recovery checks? I don't
I
see any
think so.
horror checks. So, what's next?
You get a monster. We pull a bullet.
I get a monster. You pull a bullet. She's running out of time, boys and
Okay,
girls. She's running
cards.
out of time.
Nay got a misfortune.
Nay, you got to do a misfortune.
And you got a warmed up.
I drew a warmed up.
Dang it.
Oh, nice. I like that. Okay, we're gonna throw some. We're gonna get a new monster into the play. I still have room to cover that plot point, so I'm gonna jump on that plot point with a big old monster.
Tomb Guardian.
Tomb Guardian.
That's okay. That's an ally.
Yeah. Tomb Guardian.
Where are you gonna put him?
We'll put him on that plot point.
Boo. It's okay. We got 2 to take him
I
down.
got it. I'm gonna put him right on top of that plot point there. All right. Are we ready to go? So you basically have 2 characters that are already in contact with it, which is Conan and a mercenary are already in contact. You want to try and get rid of it with a mercenary first? Or do you want to, what do you think you want to do here, Nay?
No, let's do Conan.
Okay, so he's rolling 4 die 10 versus the and you got
3 successes.
So you got 3 successes.
Oh, but we also have a reroll just in case.
It got 3 ones, so you might as well re-roll one of yours. And so you got 4 successes. It will have to roll a 4 dice health check, and it is down.
Yes.
All right, Nay. You have 3 characters that have not activated this turn. You have Zafriti and your 2 mercenaries.
Put Friziki on the plot point and try to get that last plot point thing.
We're going to stand on top of it. And
With
she's rolling for her peril.
2 with might or
2
finesse.
with might or finesse, and those are not her sweet spots. She only has 2 dice in those. 2 dice in might, 2 dice in finesse. Looking to see if you have any other. You know what? And I don't know that you want to do it or not. You're going to roll 2 dice here for this peril, and both of them have got to be a success. Not a good chance. You definitely do it. I'm not saying you can't get 2 successes on 2 dice, but you do have a bad feeling in your hand. So if you wanted to, we could get rid of that card and draw a different card. It could be worse. It could be better. You're going to have to decide.
Let's try it.
Okay. So she says, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm.
That card goes away. Bessie, draw me a more friendly challenge.
1 with might.
1 with might. That actually is friendlier because now you only need to roll 1 success and you got 2 dice. All right. That's where we're at. Here is the peril. Okay. I don't know why there were so many dice in there. I'm gonna do that again. Okay. I had 4 dice in there. You got 2 dice.
That sounds good to me.
And you got it. All right. So you get past the peril. We know the plot point is 2 with, this is binding the enemy, 2 with might or finesse, except you already rolled 1 success.
Yep.
So you now need to roll 1 more success. And you got it.
Woohoo!
All right, that was close. That was close. So Zafriti completes that plot point, and she's going to get a blue card,
Okay, blue card is a +1 to her cunning.
+1 to her cunning. Well, she's good with the cunning challenges for sure. Zafriti, she's got this. Okay. Conan has already activated. You still
Oh
have,
yeah, we still have the
you still have the mercenaries. Now, the dungeon continues this way into this room. There's another trap in here. I'm not suggesting that they should go set it off, but you know, that is an option. They could at least go see how bad it is. Or you could wait till next turn when there's a monster there. What do you think you want to do with your guards?
Now there's
There's no monsters up right now. They're all gone.
they're all gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move one of them up and see what happens.
On the trap?
Okay. Yeah.
Draw me a peril, Bessie.
1 with cunning.
1 with cunning. What do you know? That's something he could actually do. If he can roll 1 dice and get a success here, he could shut off that trap. Wow. All right, Bessie. I think we're going to turn this one over to Bessie.
Yes.
And he made it. Wow.
Woohoo!
Wow, that was good. That saved you basically a whole turn there.
Yeah, it did.
Now, if I would say that the other guard could go up and try the plot point, but because they are already decided, the next plot point is called opening the way. He would have to roll 2 successes with cunning and might, or cunning or might, and we know he's not capable of doing that. So there's no reason to throw him up there against that next challenge.
But he could scoot in the room.
He could definitely scoot in the room because we know there's going to be another monster appearing somewhere.
Yeah, let's scooch him up into the room.
Okay, so 6-inch move, get up into here. Okay, so at the end of the turn, I don't even have a monster to move or do anything with, and we go straight to recovery checks, right? Yeah, straight to recovery checks. Who's injured? Conan is injured, and my snake. Get to roll. Where's my snake out? Oh no, my snake went out last turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the snake went out.
This is for the skeleton. Skeleton failed and is removed from play. Doggone it, I needed him. I needed that guy.
Conan.
Conan has a recovery check.
Oh, doesn't he, or does he not? Did he get rid of it?
Yeah, he got rid of it.
Oh,
last
okay,
turn.
never mind.
Okay. So that ends that turn.
Okay.
Pulling a bullet.
Doing cards. Nay got a disarmed.
Disarmed.
And you got a bad news.
Bad news. Okay. All right, here we go. I get a new monster. She's got 3 turns. I don't think she's got it in her to get this one. She's gonna have to get really lucky here. 3 turns left. All right, here we go.
Abomination!
Yay!
Damn it!
Finally!
Damn it! All right, well, I'll put an abomination on top of.
In contact with the guy by the plot point?
Yeah, where's the card at for the abomination?
Did you take it from me?
Yeah, there it is. All right, abomination. Reanimated, level 1. Damn it. All right. I'm gonna have him come up on now. Not all abominations are level 1, but that's what this one is. I'm gonna put him on top of the plot point.
Okay.
He wants to focus on that near wall. That's what's going on there. I guess I'll move it.
Oh, that looks good.
Closer.
That looks better.
Okay. All right. Nay, we drew cards. We got a new monster. Who's gonna go first this turn?
The one right there in contact with the monster.
All right. As soon as he activates, he does not have to roll a horror check because you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give him a unseen peril. I'm going to give him an unseen
Do we
peril.
want to misfortune that?
You could stop. What that would do is I would give it a random peril off the top of the deck.
How about I play my misfortune?
Okay. She's going to play her misfortune. And I'm going to use my misfortune to stop her misfortune.
Oh, I forgot you
Oh,
had a
jeez.
misfortune.
So misfortunes go
Oh.
away, and the unseen peril goes ahead and takes effect, and he gets a random peril. He's going to have to roll one success with might or finesse. If he can pass this, his activation continues as normal. Here's his one success, or he could try to dodge this nay, and he has 3 die 6 in dodge. Do you want to roll 3 die 6 to dodge it, which will automatically end your activation? Or do you want to roll 1 dice to try and pass the peril? Isn't that great that you have choices? You
That's
got
great. The situation's not great, but
3 dice to dodge it, 1 dice to beat the peril. So there's a spike. He thought he disarmed the trap, but there's actually a spike that's coming up right through the floor. Does he leap away with 3 dice, or does he move just a slight step to the left with 1 dice?
Let's dodge it.
Okay, dodging it is. You only needed 1 and you got it. You don't actually have to move away when you dodge something like that. So if you wanted to remain where you are, that's fine, but it will end your activation. Do
Yep.
you want to move away from my monster or stay in contact?
Stay in contact. That
All right.
way,
Yep.
when it fights, its stuff will be split.
You're exactly right. Now, are you going to activate another character?
The other guard or the other mercenary.
Okay. I'm going to give him a danger, and that is another random peril. So now he's going to have to take a random peril, and his random peril is 1 with cunning. Do you want to dodge it, or are you going to roll 1 dice for your cunning?
Let's dodge it.
Okay, that will end your activation. Dodging, you got it. You dodged
just
it.
barely.
Okay, so here's an interesting question, and give me go back to my camera 4. So camera 4. So you would be allowed to do a disengage move, and because it's considered to be a peril that's coming up basically under you or doesn't have a specific direction, that means you could normally dodge in any direction. Disengage move in 1 inch in any direction. You cannot disengage into a monster, though. As a matter of fact, when you do your disengage move, you have to end your movement at least 1 inch away from all the enemies. And I only point that out for folks out there that think that you would be able to use that move to get into contact with my skeleton, because you can't, or my abomination. Anyway, so you could move 1 inch away from my abomination, or you could just stay where you are.
I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. You still have Zafriti and Conan, who have not activated this turn.
Let's bring in Fiziki.
Okay. Now, is she going to attack my abomination?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's moving in contact with my abomination, and she's rolling 3 die 8 to fight. My abomination has not been in a fight yet. The other guy's activation was canceled because of the peril. So he's rolling 3 dice 6 back at her. She's rolling 3 die 8 to fight. And she got a 7. That's not going to be good. That's not going to be good. And it got a 6, a 4, and a 4. So in this situation, there's no reason not to use that 7 and cancel one of these hits because the abomination is reanimated and it wouldn't do any damage anyway. So you might as well cancel one, and then she's going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. 2 dice health check, and she failed that, and she is injured.
Oh no.
Ow! All right. You still have one character that has not activated, and that is the Conan machine. What's he going to do?
I guess he's going to have to come in.
He's going to have to do the cleanup work. So he comes in and will attack the abomination. The abomination is now down to fighting with. Did I roll too many dice for my? I bet you I rolled too many dice for my guy. What? Yeah. How many successes did I get? You remember?
3.
You got 3.
And I got 1.
And she got 1.
Okay. I got 3 successes. She got 1. She definitely could have canceled. So she should have rolled a 2 dice health check instead of a 3 dice health check. I am going to go back and re-roll your health check. So it should have been on 2 dice.
Or on 1 dice?
It should have been 1 dice. It should have been 1 dice because you blocked.
Because you only should have rolled 2.
I should have only rolled 2.
We blocked 1.
Blocked 1. That left me with 1. Oh. Okay. So should have only rolled a 1 dice health check. So I'm going to re-roll that health check for you for the free tea. Okay. Yay. It was a success. She was not injured. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, you guys let me cheat once in a while.
Technically, you called yourself out.
So now when Conan goes up there, I only got 1 dice left in fighting. We got 1 dice left to try and claw him. He's rolling 4 die 10 against me. Here is the attack. 10 and a 6. We'll use your reroll here in a moment. It got a nothing, so you might as well re-roll one of your own. Turn it into a nothing, and it will have to roll a 2 dice health check. Pass it! No. Dang it. And an abomination, because they're level 1, it is simply removed from play. But that leaves me the table. That leaves me that space. So I can drop somebody right back on there.
Okay, so we're going to pull a bullet.
Oh, we are running out of time.
It is not looking good.
Now you got a steady aim.
Now you got a steady aim.
You got to stay well.
I got to stay well. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, nay. Here we go. Here we go. Bessie, I'm counting.
You got a what? A stay well?
Stay well.
Oh, I don't have that card.
I'm sorry. It's very similar to a what camera can I put it in front of? Let's put it in front of this one. It's very similar to an I'm All Right. This is a promo card. We frequently include these in boxes and packages that we send out, a Stay Well card. So it's a little promo card. Before I roll for a health, reliability, or horror check, the effect is that it is automatically passed.
Wow.
Ashton.
Nice.
Yep. It was our Stay Well card during the sickness, everybody getting sick and stuff. So that was a little promo card that we were sending out during that time period. 22. Okay, let's see if we can get a big mummy. Big mummy. Big mummy. What is it?
Stalker.
Another snake is coming. Another snake. And it comes right out of that wall. And it is right on top of that plot point. And it is going to hold that plot point for the rest of the game.
Nah, Conan can get it.
I don't know. We'll see. All right. Did we draw cards? Yeah, you drew a
Yes.
steady aim. I drew a stay well.
Want me to throw the kids at
That's
it,
level
or-
3. That's a level 3 horror there, so it could cause some serious horror. All right, what are we gonna do, Bessie? Do we pull a bullet?
Yes.
We have 2 turns left. 2 turns left, and there are still 3 plot points on the table. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's going to be time is really of the essence here. Time is
Mhm.
really of the essence. I don't know, Nay. Do you go with the mercenaries first, or do you go with your big characters first? What do you think here? What do you want to do? That snake is blocking.
So the only thing that's in there, we got rid of the abomination, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The
So
only
it's
thing in
just
the
the
room,
snake.
the only thing blocking the way right now is the snake. The only monster on the table is the snake.
Well, we have to get that plot point, so we're going to have to fight it.
You are correct. My only question is who's going to activate first?
5d8.
Do we
Do you
throw
go
a
with
woman
your
at it,
do you
and
go with your
then-
big characters first, or you go with your little characters to try and injure it? What do you think?
Let's try one of the guards, or
Okay.
one of the mercenaries.
Yep. All right. I'll eat him. I'll eat them all. So it's gonna eat him with 5d8, and he will attack back with 3d6. I'm sorry, he has a horror check to make. And he passed it.
Woohoo!
Got it. All right, so you are rolling 3d6 to attack my snick. My snicky snick. You got a 5. It got a 7 and a 4.
Nice.
Okay, well, you are the active character. If you wanted to, you could block one of those, or do you just go for blood? Bessie, what's Bessie saying?
I say go for blood.
Bessie says go for blood, but then she's
Yeah.
bloodthirsty like that.
Oh yeah, go for blood.
Okay.
We don't have that much time left.
You're exactly right. This is you just got to go for it now. So the snick is going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and your fellow will roll a 2 dice health check. And here we go. Here is for the snick. This is the one that matters. Snick is injured. Oh my
Yes.
gosh! Cannot believe it.
Woo.
I'm gonna take that warrior down for that. That will not go. Yeah, bam, he's gone. All right, that means potentially the other mercenary could move up there and finish it off. Who's going to activate now? Who's going to activate?
Let's
Is it
try the
gonna
other
be-
mercenary.
Is it the other mercenary in? All right, but first he has a horror check, and he
Nice.
passes it. Oh, God, come on.
Those
people.
mercenaries aren't scared.
All right, well, all right, I'll get him this time. So your mercenary has 3d6 to roll. Got 2 6s.
Nice.
My snick is down to 4d8.
4d6, isn't it?
I'm gonna ask
Because
you if you
he's
want
injured?
me to re-roll this one. I'm gonna let you decide if you want me to re-roll since I already rolled. I got an 8 out
Only
of
one
4
success.
dice. I only got 1 success. Do you want
But
me
he's
to re-roll?
damaged, so wouldn't it be a d6s that he's rolling?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm asking you, would you like me to re-roll?
Yeah.
With the potential of
Yes.
four
Did
Well,
you
what do
say-
you got? I'm sorry. What did you roll?
He only rolled 1 success.
Oh, well, let's leave it then.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I got 1 success, and you can't block it. That means the guard is going to take 1 hit, and my snick is going to take 2 hits
With the D6.
with d6s. That's right. So here is snick. Snick
Yes.
fails, and snick is down.
Yay.
Doggone it. That's not going to help. It's not going to help because here's the guard's going down too. Guard rolls 1 dice. Guard
Yes.
stays on his feet. All right.
Yay.
You still have 2 characters left, and you got a plot point sitting right in front of you. Which one of your characters can do that plot point?
What's the
Conan.
What's the challenge? Yeah,
Yeah.
we should look at the challenge.
Cunning and might.
Cunning and might. This is called
Oh, wait a
opening
minute.
the way. So he could
Yeah.
use his might and just push it open. You
Yep.
know what? She's got cunning out her wazoo, though. She is absolutely dripping with cunning. She's
Yeah,
up
but
to
it's still not
5.
4d10.
It's 5d8. And the reason I bring that up is that the next plot point is in range. So if one of them can get this open, then the other one could move in and take out that next plot point.
Is Conan damaged or hurt?
No,
No.
neither of them are injured at this point.
Because his might is 4d10.
You are correct. His might is 4d10. Her cunning is 5d8. And if she opens the way, then Conan could move in and try the breaking the seal, which requires might or finesse, which she would not be able to do. Very
Okay,
well.
yeah, let's go her then.
Okay, so she tries this one.
Yep.
She tries this one with 5d8. All
Needs
right.
2 successes.
You got to get 2 successes on 5d8. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't think 5d8 is going to be enough. Hey,
trap.
you know what? What did you say?
It says shut your trap.
Oh.
Acting like that's not enough.
She's going to get a random peril first, though.
Oh.
She's going to get a random peril. Let's give the lady a random peril. We don't want to jump past that.
1 with her might.
One with might. Oh, 1 with might. She only has 2d6 in might. 2d6 in might. I don't see any cards that are going to help you, Bessie. I better let you roll this one. 2d6. She's got to get 1 of these. And she did not.
I did not.
Did not get 1. And
Golly.
she stopped. She stopped
My
by a
mojo
1
is
barrel.
off.
Roll her 1d6 health check on a d8. So now that answers the question for you. Conan's going to have to force this door open. She was not injured, Nay. She was not injured. And that means we're still not done here, boys and girls. Nay still has a path to victory, but it is getting more and more narrow. Now Conan will have to try and force this door open. So here's his peril. 1 with finesse or cunning. 1 with finesse or cunning.
Nope.
And
Nope. Isn't this
what?
the? Oh, never
No,
mind.
it's his
Never mind.
peril.
Yep,
This is the peril.
for
Never
the
mind.
door. So his finesse is 3d10?
3d10.
3d10, and you only need 1. You only need 1 of these. And you got it just barely. So she makes it past. He makes it past the peril, and now he's got to try and force the door open. He's got 4d10 to do it. He needs 2 successes here. Looking at cards. I'm looking at cards.
Got
2
it.
successes, and you have opened the way. The door is now open. Give him a blue card.
+1 to his finesse.
You now have an extra +1 to your finesse, Nay, and that's on Conan.
Okay.
Ooh, boy. We're coming down to the last turn of the game. What recovery checks do I have? How come I don't have a recovery check out there? Oh, because it was an abomination.
Yeah.
It was an abomination and it got removed from play. Doggone it. I don't have a single monster out there. We have 1 recovery check. I see a fella lying down out there. I see 1 mercenary lying down out there, and he is gone.
Ooh.
He is gone. So now, the little guys are kind of falling off. We still have Conan, we still have Zafriti, and we still have 1 mercenary, Shemite mercenary left. And I get a new monster.
Pick another abomination there.
All right.
No, don't
Yes.
say that. No.
Yeah.
I need big stuff.
Okay.
No, you need little stuff.
We need babies, little bitty.
The
Yeah.
little baby
babies.
ones.
All right, here we go. Bessie, pick a card, any card at all. Oh, I can't believe she picked that one. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What'd she pick?
Tomb Guardian.
Tomb Guardian. Tomb Guardian. Tomb Guardian. Tomb Guardian. Well, I really only have one choice here, and I'm going to put my Tomb Guardian. The door is now open. I'm going to put my Tomb Guardian just directly on top of this plot point.
Of course.
I'm going to put him just directly on top of it.
Hmm.
And I'm going to try and hold that plot point. If I can hold that one. Now, this is the last turn of the game. And it is possible for her to grab both of those plot points in a single turn. But what she's going to have to do is she's got to use this mercenary to take out my Tomb Guardian. Then one of her characters moves up and takes out that plot point, and the other one moves up and takes out the final plot point. It's possible, but she has one turn left to do it. And it all comes down to the mercenary being the hero of the scenario. Can
Mhm.
he save the day? Did we draw cards already?
Not yet.
All right. Nay, you get a bad luck.
You got a distraction.
Yeah, that's the nail in the coffin right there. That's the one that'll stop her in her tracks. Nay, this is tough. It's come down to the wire here. What do you think you want to do? Who's going to go first?
The guard,
All right.
the
Guard activates.
the mercenary.
Do I have anything to play on him? No, I don't. Okay. So mercenary goes in. You're rolling 3 dice. I'm rolling 4 dice. I like that sound.
Mhm.
4 dice 6 versus your 3 dice 6. She's got to do everything she can here to try and take this guard out. You got a 4 and a 5. I got 2 4s and a 6. I think you just have to say take them all, don't you?
Take them all.
All right, so that means you're going to roll a 3 dice health check with the red dice, and I'll roll a 2 dice health check with the white dice. Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. This is it. The guard stays. The tomb guard is the white dice, and it remains in play. The mercenary goes down. All right, and that will pretty much be the end of the scenario.
Yep.
Don't think there's anything else that's going to happen. She won't be able to get both of the plot points now.
Mm-mm.
But that was a heck of a try. A heck of a try.
Yeah, it was.
That was a
was
lot
fun.
of fun. That was cool.
Between the skeleton that wouldn't die and the bad
Yep.
dice rolls, I'm surprised I got as far as I did.
You did, yeah. Even all the way to the very end, you still had a shot at this. You still had a shot up to the very last turn. You still had not a good shot, but you still had a shot at it. The mercenaries stayed in play. This was,
Yeah, that was
I
handy.
felt, to me, I think this probably played more fun than if we'd have just stuck with the epic character. I don't know. What do you guys think out there? If we had played an epic Conan going through this on his own,
I don't think it would have worked as well.
I don't know. I don't know that it would have been as fun. I
Mm-mm.
think, the epic version of Conan is definitely, a killing machine. But
I know, but on something like this, it's really handy to have.
right. Where
Action.
the two character or one character could come up and clear off somebody, and then the next character still gets their
Yeah.
activation to
Yeah,
move.
that's huge.
That's huge. That's huge.
'Cause
And
otherwise,
that's one of the big reasons why we discourage people or suggest that you shouldn't play epic level characters in a normal scenario, because frequently they don't really work all that well. The game almost expects you to have those partners and those friendships and those colleagues that are there kind of backing each other up, where one guy comes up and knocks the skeleton down, and then that lets the other guy do the plot point, sort of thing.
Mhm.
So the turn,
Especially in this one, Yeah,
Mhm.
especially in this one when you had at some points you had two of the bad guys out there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Now that doesn't mean like when we do our follow up to Vice Alley and we do our second Vice Alley follow up campaign, I actually do want to design some scenarios that will work equally well for epic characters because I think for that it would be fun to throw out some big tough, vigilante style, characters
Yeah,
out
for
there
sure.
that are just those single characters that are out there kind of stomping around. It doesn't mean you have to play it that way, right? You're still able to still play it as a regular league, play it as a duo league with a leader and a sidekick, beefy sidekick, or even as a single vigilante. So I think that would be fun too. It covers all those bases. Today, the tomb. Now, this is based very loosely on the opening sequence to Conan the Raider from 1986, Leonard Carpenter's Conan the Raider book. So, after Conan chases the thief off into the desert, he finds the thief who's just barely hanging on. The thief dies before he can actually reveal the location of the ring. Then Leonard Carpenter's story goes on from there with Conan, basically finding himself deserted out in the desert, and then a group of merchants come by. That's what the Zafriti and her mercenaries were, who call themselves merchants but are actually tomb robbers. And basically they save him in the desert, and then he kind of helps them into the next dungeon. Now, in that book, they also failed in that book to complete the dungeon, and Conan and Otskar and Zafriti and the others, all had to escape. And by the way, most of the little guys did not survive that story either. So, for those of you that would like to kind of read more about it, reading Rainbow Time, go back and check out Conan the Raider, 1986 novel by Leonard Carpenter. Boys and girls, don't forget that the secret word for today is June, June. So come back to this video here in about 15 minutes or so after it posts online and let us know. Put a little comment into the video. Don't put it into the chat, put it in a comment on the video that includes the word June, and that'll get you entered into the drawing that we will do live next Thursday.
Yep.
And we're going to be giving away one of the two shirts that we have still available.
Sounds good.
Don't forget that the shirts are now available to pre-order. So if you go over to the Pulp Valley store, you can order a shirt from size small all the way up to like, I think, 5X or something. I think it's like goes up to 5X. So nice shirts. Not I wouldn't really call them like a thin quality or anything. I think they're going to be some good shirts. So get over there to the store and pre-order your shirts. We're only doing it as a pre-order, and once we finish the pre-order, it's done, and it will not be available anymore until we do it again. But so we're taking pre-orders for a while, and then once the pre-orders end, we'll have those shirts made and we'll send them off to the folks that ordered them. I guess that's it. Is there anything else for today, Bessie? Please take a moment, make sure you get subscribed to our little channel, hit that like button, hit that bell so you get a notification.
Yep. I think
Is that
that's it.
All right, Nay,
Thank
stay on here
you.
for
Had
just a little
fun.
bit. Yeah, thank you so much. Nay, is there anything else? Is there anything you want to share with the boys and girls at home today?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Hang on, and I'll be. Oh, she's hitting it. Bye, everybody.